Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, anglers of all ages, hello my friends and welcome to this week's Tackle Box. Why am I hearing myself? One of you is not muted. Haha, it was the you of the tubes. Microphone check, video check, beard check. Welcome everybody, welcome. Bear with me today. Bear with me. I woke up to a little bit of screaming and yelling amongst the family this morning, having to play mediator. Eyes are bloodshot. I'm feeling it, man. We are busy here at Expansive Worlds. We have a lot going on right now. A lot upcoming in both games. And they got me hopping on one foot, man. And I am not meant to hop. I'm just going to say that right now. So we're going to have a little fun today. We're out here on Golden Ridge Reserve. We're after the Cutthroat. It is the king of the catch target this week. We're going to have a little bit of fun. There's a lot of really great spots, but my all-time favorite here on Golden Ridge Reserve, by far, is this little river system down here. I can see we got Misery and Lacey with us already. You know, right at the opening at the mouth here, you get a whole lot. I find actually, I thought it was fitting to come to the bridge because, you know, bridge crew. So, but really anywhere down this river is pretty good. There are lots of spots, and I do think the community's mapped most of them out now. I took a peek, and I didn't see any that you guys hadn't already discovered. So it's a matter of just having a little bit of a good time. I got a spoon. It's a 5. We're going to throw it in, see what we can do. We'll dangle the angle and see what we can pull up. Death Reaper, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Sarah, hello, my friend. Yeah, don't get me fired. Don't get me fired. I appreciate you, dude. Big Rig, how are you, brother? We need to catch up sometime. Ashley Hunts, hello, welcome. Good to see you all forcibles in the house. My man, good to see you, dude. Seth, how's it going? How's it going, brother? Abe, you finally made one. Welcome, welcome. Very similar to our hunter style streams, except we're fishing. So good to have you here, dude. Welcome. Afternoon, Tactical Farmer. How are you, sir? What's happening? So I normally kick up on a rock over there, but I figure I'll try over on this side, see how we make out, see what we do. I might go join those folks just at the opening, but oh, I got to get on that sandbar now. It's like a personal challenge. Let's just go and get set up here. Get our line of the water. We can start yapping. All right. Oh, man, it's been a while. It really has been a while, actually. I haven't... oh, right, I'm on a... Okay, so let's just turn our speed down. And we'll just... Cast and pull, baby. Cast and pull. Can't fish from a bridge in your country? Really, Zeus? I mean, I guess I can understand that. Probably not safe, so on and so forth. Listening while you're at work, right on, brother. Good, my man. Where does a fish keep his money? At a riverbank. Ian, you're my kind of guy. What up, Flame Slinger? How you doing, sir? Welcome. How are we, Teak? What's going down? One Man Army, hello. Welcome, welcome. We'll just keep tossing these in here and see how we do. You know, you can get away with float fishing on these guys. I've done it before myself, but we'll keep after it. Jigging or twitching? I can't even recall, to be honest. We'll try a few, see how we do. Now, I'd imagine maybe twitching, but if that, just the steady pull should get her done. Hey, how's it going? Caitlin, hello. Six Shot, hello. This is why I love these streams, man. You know, especially the angler streams. We have this tight community that's formed up, and if you're not part of it, you're going to want to make sure to come join us. Get involved. There is a Discord link in the description on YouTube. Night Bottle spit it out. But also, oh, you were trying to bite that, weren't you? Yeah, I just teased you. Yeah, no lunch here, buddy. You want to get after it. And of course, in-game. Newsfeed. Toggle it, baby. It's a great community, actually. There's lots of fun stuff that happens in there on the weekly. King of the Catch, if I dare say. That's always a good time. Fun to see the competition and see people rise to the occasion. Quite a good few catches in there this week, I saw. Coach, how's it going, brother? Good to see you. Tina in Iowa, hello from hello to Iowa from Old Vancouver. All right, I'm not going to talk much about this, but like, you know, I'm Canadian. By default, I'm a hockey fan. Vancouver, which means I cheer for the Canucks. If there's any hockey fans out there, we've actually had a good roll this year, but as in true Canuck fashion, we're met with strife right as we hit the playoffs. Our goaltender went out, and mind you, dude, they've been standing on their head. We've been doing well, but we had a big game last night. It was an elimination game. I was up with the wife watching it. Disappointing, nonetheless. Didn't win it. We had a chance to take them there. So game 6. You're a Pens fan. Oh, I'm sorry, Caitlin. I'm just kidding. Actually, I've long been a Pens fan myself. I'm not even gonna lie about it, just because of the talent they've had over the years. Same with Detroit. Same with I like a lot of teams, but I'm fully a Canucks fan. I'm used to disappointment. We've come close so many times, man. What if living and ice fishing in Alaska? There's always a possibility, my friend. Always a possibility. Welcome, Razor. Welcome, my man. If you're watching the stream, good to have you here with us. Stuff like that. I mean, obviously, Discord, getting those suggestions in. But I think that, ice fishing is something that is so regularly requested. It's more a matter of when and if our team can do it justice, because that's just it. You really have to be careful how you bring something so iconic as ice fishing to a game like this. I don't think any games have really done it. I know there was some standalone ice fishing games that didn't quite, meet that bar that's been set by the other games in the field, so to speak. CRH, hello, welcome. Casually watching work while waiting for our takeoff delay to be over. Oh, Seth, jeez. Yeah, delays suck, brother. Hang in there, my man. Yeah, you're not wrong, Zara. That's true. One of my all-time favorite survival games, right? Long Dark. It's a hard one to capture. It really is a hard one to capture. Like any real fishing style. Obviously, we have what we have in the game, and we brought bottom fishing, but bottom fishing was very similar to float. There wasn't like a big stretch. When I think of things like ice fishing and fly fishing and deep sea fishing, because let's face it, it's another tactic altogether again, right? Another technique, I should say. I just want to be strapped in a chair and pull it down, Marlon. And is it too much to ask? But for real, I think to do something like ice fishing and fly fishing, you gotta get it right. You really do. Ice fishing is a tough one because, it's about your gear. I feel like the setup has a lot to do with it as well, though, right? And dang it, I want a little shack to sit in with my buddies, out on that lake. I tell you, it would be fun. Azir, thank you very much. Doing quite well. Tired this week. It's been a tough one. We're really, really busy here at work. Like, I cannot wait in both of our games to start ramping up. We have some really fun stuff coming to the Angler. Something that completely took me by surprise. Something that got moved forward that everyone's going to be super excited about. And that'll happen sometime, let's just say, this year. Let's go with that. There's some really exciting things, and in the Hunter as well, which has taken up a lot of my time helping plan things and soon to be executing said things. Oh man, it's what I live for these days. I love the hype, and not just the hype. Well, I really like feed off it, like Cookie Monster on cookies. Like if my hype was tangible, I'd be chowing that baby. But like for real, I really do live for those moments, and the Angler, with the excitement we've had on some of our recent releases, has been no slouch. It really hasn't let me down. So I'm really looking forward to it. I can't wait to see what you guys think. Think the Hunter's coming sooner than what's coming in the Angler? Why would you say that? Are we fishing or are we catching? We're fishing. Yeah, we're not catching yet. I'm rocking a spoon. I really prefer float fishing in this game. I do. I don't know why. I'm drawn to it. You grew up in Puget Sound. Oh, fantastic. Been to Vancouver many times. Very nice. You grew up in Puget Sound. What a gorgeous place. I've been fishing through there. Used to take my buddy's little boat, just like, 5 guys on a boat just as a recipe for disaster. But we've always done quite well. We've always made it home. And there's just so much to explore here when you head out to the Chuck. I prefer hitting inland for most of our fishing. We do a lot of trolling. Do a lot of trolling. Something about sitting in a boat with your buddy, just setting that troll motor, man, and just plowing around the lake, making sure you don't spill your cooler full of fish. Yeah, totally, totally full of fish. Well, sometime this year, the super specific pictures. I'm trying, Lacey. It's the toughest part of my job. I can never give out anything until I'm given the thumbs up and the go ahead. And don't you tease me. I'm watching you, buddy. Yes, sir. See, it's a good thing I was watching. Okay, maybe not quite a tease since we actually pulled him in, but he's just a little guff. He did a little guff. It's a trout. Take the trout. I think I have my spinners with her. No, I got a spoon on right now, and I do have spinners with me. Well, that's all right. I mean, I'll take the trout. Let's go, baby. Still not good at catching diamonds. Got to learn. Honestly, Zara, what I like to tell people is I'm a big fan of fishing through your population. I really am. Oh, there's something that can help with this, actually. Where is it? It's accessibility, right? We're going to toggle so that way I can lazy fish. Hey, look, Mondo hands. Okay, you're going to bite that. Bite that. What I like to tell people, though, Zara, especially those just starting out, try not to focus on the diamonds. The diamonds will come. If you take the tactic of don't take the smallest size hook, but if you can work through your silvers and above, you're bound to get one at some point. Using the hooks that target just specifically the diamonds, it can make for a very lonely existence. Not a lot of action, Jackson, if you pick it up what I'm putting down. But you can in turn, as you fish through all those silvers, toggle between a gold hook, right? And then because diamond will bite small hooks, right? But the silvers won't bite a diamond hook, if that makes sense. So I'm just a fan of working through the population. What I like to tell people. All right, Lewis, there was a way they could make it a lot of fun, but it's a lot of work. Oh, what did I miss? I believe ice fishing would be a short-lived fad. People can't even watch bobbers for long without moving and complaining, let alone jigging in a hole for periods of time watching for flags. Honestly, Lewis, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's a discussion we've had on many occasions. Let's face it, different folks, different strokes. I think some people, just the immersion of sitting over that hole in the ice, and especially those that have been ice fishing before, I think there would be an audience for it. Do I think the vast majority of our players would just lose their mind on it? No, but I think they would do it to hit their bingo card, for many reasons, and to exploit in the game. I think it could be a lot of fun. To have a reserve that was just ice fishing, I don't think I'm a fan of. I think I would like to see a reserve where the northern part of the map has the option to go ice fishing, because you're using similar gear. It's not like you need a new rod for it. We already have that stuff in game, right? It's more the what goes in and around it, the fluff, if you will. It would be interesting to see our devs take on it. We've seen how talented they are, and I happen to know there's some pretty cool stuff coming that you just probably wouldn't expect. I truly, one of them I did not expect, and it's going to be such a cool addition. Jaxy switched to a size 4 spinner. I just pulled a diamond brookie in on a spinner. Nice natured beast. Spinners and spoons both work very well for these guys. I probably will swap over to a spinner though. The silvers, can someone correct me if I'm wrong? I had the sheet up earlier just to double check my sanity. I think silvers do go to 4. Might be 5. It might be 5. I do like to include those. You also have to remember, though, that everyone's population is their own. What works for one may not work for the other. That's actually the beauty of our games, and especially how the anglers approach on spawns and stuff have been. You can't spook my fish, I can't spook yours. I truly think that is the best feature in our game. You don't have to worry about other folks. If they want to do donuts in front of you, all they're doing is creating a dead spot for themselves. But when it comes to, are you gonna hit it? Are you gonna do it? You're not gonna do it. Yeah, I'm just up there teasing me. I just think I like the the approach that they took. Yes, sir. What do we got? Oh, it's a little stronger. Oh, Peter. Yeah, it's a silver. Oh, it's a silver. And it's a trout again. We're trouts here. Actually, you know what? That's a beautiful thing. If you haven't done so, my friends, honestly, it's a sanity check for me because there's no way that I'm going to remember all this stuff. I'm just not. If you head to our Discord and go to Resource Hub, you can actually see what their preferreds are. Well, let me take a closer look because this is what I've typically used in the past. However, everybody's got a preferred. So they actually prefer eggs. I could be float fishing these guys with the eggs. According to our chart, that is. Just seems strange using I guess you could float fish for them because it's. Well, let me take a look here. I don't know what it is about float fishing. I don't know why it gets me so much. We got a 4 on. Do I have eggs with me? I do, but they need to be up on a 6. Yeah. Oh, I don't have a 6 with me? Oh, well. Oh, that's getting a little big. We could try it, see how we go. It's just, see, no, but here's the thing. When you swap between these two, I do not like having the toggle. What do you mean I missed the water? We just, there's a little flex. What do you mean I missed the water? Fine. In we go. Just go right there. Let me see if, what's this one? Oh, I do have a 6 on here, which I could be using, which would actually probably be better. How is that missing the one? I swear, they hate me. They really do. And let me get back over. But yeah, if you haven't done so, make sure you're in the Discord. It's a great resource. There's, pop that down and miss what chat's saying. Especially for, but not just for our new players, for just the players alike. Because, man, how are you supposed to remember all this information? Give me a break. Trolling Motors would be fantastic. That's a big ask for me. I agree. That's how I like to fish. I truly, truly do. Mike Angel, what's going down, man? Welcome, welcome. Actually, can you share some light on the new features that came fired, of course? Not yet, Farah's, not yet. We have stuff coming up. We have plans. We have some beats we need to line up and hit first, and then we'll start getting into that stuff when we're able to. Don't worry, you won't miss out. We will make sure to stand atop the highest mountains and scream it. And you probably won't hear me, so we'll post it on our socials. Yeah, I got a loud voice, but it ain't that loud. And it'll be in our Discord, of course. We'll make sure to make sure for sure that we get everybody in here. Question about hook depth while float fishing. It seems to me that fishing at the default depth 7 is wasting half of your bite radius. Yet I see it recommended often. Pains. I am not of the school of thought to recommend keeping it at the default. There's an attraction radius, obviously, to some degree, right? And by dropping it in and dropping it lower, you're getting more attraction. You can't drop it low enough that you would lose attraction above if they happen to swim above it, right? But how deep are they going to go? So my theory on that is drop it in, drop it low. However, having said that, this isn't something that I've confirmed with our devs. I need a little bit of magic in the game for myself. So there's certain things that I don't go and ask the team, but things that I've seen that work very well and things I've picked up on and some things I can't unsee. I'll tell you when there's when it's a theory and when it's not. That is my theory. It's what's worked really well for me and others that I've spoken to. But yeah, there's lots of theories out there. Theories are like an opinion and everyone's got one, and you have to be careful what you listen to, especially in this community for some reason. We've heard some wonky ones, man. I don't want to say wonky. That's not the right term, because I actually really like hearing the different theories, but people really got hooked. I really got hooked on a few of them, like fish temps and stuff like that. That, when the devs tell you that it currently does not work in game, but they kept chasing it. Those frustrate me. It's like we're trying to save you time and energies and sanity checks. But for something like that, I think there's a lot of preference, and That's for the community to discover, you know, really how, if it helps, if it doesn't. I think it helps by dropping your hook down. I'll say wonky. Wonky's not a bad one to use. Any rod holders coming? I can neither confirm nor deny. Now, truth be told, that's something that we've had, as Gaz likes to say, cooking for a little while. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. It's difficult, I can tell you. Rod holders, it seems like such a simple inclusion to a game. I often hear people, well, it shouldn't be too difficult. When I see what our development team goes through, what our designers go through, someone's about to hit. Do it. Do it. Wait, oh no, that's, you got it on a line. Somebody got a hit. Mine's over here. What the, for the love of Pete? Currents are a thing. We'll probably go back to our spoon here. Maybe try the spinner. Well, maybe go for the spinner and see how we do. Took the bait. Absolutely did. How many hours does it take to be like a level 137 like Cappy? Pretty much almost since release. Since the new roundabout, what was it called? The new progression system came in with the levels and stuff. She's been going at it pretty hard since then. Definitely representing well. Hey, 137s. That's bragging rights right there. Angry Texan made it as well. Fantastic. Got a good crew in front of us here. How about the strength between fluoro and braid? Many people believe braid snaps under tension easier and fluoro stretches a bit more. That's not how it's designed. All I can say is, you know, things happen in development, obviously, with writing code that aren't intended. I haven't, from what I've seen, no, the braid should be a whole lot more, it should be a whole lot stronger. Like, they're teasing me. They're teasing me. I feel like this is not the way. This is not the way. All right, Float, you're get out of here. Get out of here. All right, so I wonder actually if we have with us, we have a 7, which is a little small. I do have a 4 with me. We're rocking the 5 right now. Yeah, we'll stick with this for now. All right, we're gonna see if we can hook Angry Texas Beard. Oh no, we missed him. All right. Does the line visibility have any bearing on the bite factor? Not currently. Not currently. I would say that is something you're gonna see come to the game at some point. It's hard. It's been a challenge creating an open world fishing game and hitting all aspects. You know, we have to nail it on the fishing. We have to nail it on the environment. We have to give you more to do than just fish because it's open world, but to a point that it doesn't distract from the fishing. There's a balance there. Features that need to come to the game. Oh, I'm reeling way too fast. Features that need to come to the game are very much a thing and a big focus for us. Oh, hit it before it goes. Hit it. Dang you. Dang you. Let's try that again. Come on, you're hungry. Get back on it. Yeah. Go back out. That guy was totally hungered up. You see that? He was thirsty for my line. Hey, Jackson, when spinning fishing, how many jigging constant twitching casts should I make before I make a change? Looking for your opinion. Culligan, man. What's up, brother? It depends on what you're fishing for. Some fish do not like the twitching, do not like the jigging. If they do, and you can see that when you go into the handbook and you look at the species, those little icons down below, and if you struggle with any of those, by all means, Discord's a great place to you know, get any questions answered. A lot of really helpful folks. There it is. Let's go. That looks a little bigger. Could we have a gold here? We may, in fact. Let's go ahead. Might be silver. Oh, well, there we go. We'll take our first cutthroat silver. Let's go. Get her in there, baby. Today I'm rocking a much darker JaxyBeard. Yes, you can wear my beard in game. I'm still not sure how to feel about that, but it's much darker. They're just, you know, this is what I looked like before taking the job here. Yeah. You wonder where my grays come from? They're not really gray. It's just the lighting. I like that much better. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? So really, Culligan, man, it comes down to those species. It's a very that's just a hard question to answer. But what I do say is, if you've been fishing for, I'd call it a good 10 minutes, and you're not getting anything, it's a good time to switch it up. At that stage of the game, I would look to switch up what I'm doing. Sometimes a different technique. You know, a lot of like bottom fishing, depending where you are, can be shared with float fishing and vice versa. One's not hitting, try the other. If it is a bottom feeding fish, you're gonna get better results on. But if we're talking specifically twitching and jigging, you're on lures, you're on spoons and such. Let's go. Oh yeah, it really comes down to that species. Like, it's the movement that gets them, right? You know, there's even some stop and goes that work well. We're back onto the orids. That's okay. I mean, I'll take it. It's a gorgeous fish, man. Connect the dots, baby. Trophy aquariums would be sick. They certainly would, man. It would be cool to only let you use topwater lure with mono or braid, since those lines float. Fluoro sink, so you really don't use it with topwater. There is some accuracy adjustments that could be made. Absolutely. As simple as that sounds, you know, there's a lot that needs to be put in to make that a system in the game. And then it really comes down to, at this stage, is that what we focus on, or do we focus on rod holders? Do we focus on aquarium or a trophy lodge of some kind? Do we focus on all these things that the community is so loud about, right? Braid holds up a lot better. Had a lot of breaks with fluoro and pike recently, but not with braid. My personal take on that is braid is designed to be stronger. In my experience, it does me better, but you know, who am I to speak to experiences others have had? It's a conversation, really, that if you guys feel that it is snapping too much, let's get it started in Discord for our devs to be able to review. Do the small and larger fish have a different size agro area? Each species does. Each species, yes. And I suppose, you know, your lines and such, and we could have a play in that, but I'm not sure on that one. I do know that species reactive. Big Larry mount would be the same. Could you imagine being able to mount the legendaries? Like, come on. Never even thought of that. Only thought of rooms, fish mounted. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The aquarium's been a big ask from our community. It seems to be the more popular way to go. I actually like the idea of, I see a lot of fish taxidermied. 3D printing is a big thing nowadays. And since we're catch and release, give me that token, baby. Since we're catch and release, although I'd really like to be able to clean mine and cook it up, albeit digitally, but it would tie in nicely, I think, with like a 3D print. And then having somewhere to display it. A combination there on all of the above would be fun, right? Having, like, I picture, here's my hot take on that, okay? I picture going back to the main. I don't know why I just did a soldier voice. Let's back up. I picture going back to the main outpost, going to the warden shack, and having an ability to enter his shack, and you go into your own personal room. That your friends, if you're in it, could then come in and see, kind of like what the Hunter Classic did with their lodges, and then have a series of ways to display. Have an aquarium or a series of aquariums, right, for like-minded fish, because obviously you don't want to put predator fish in with little guppies, and then to be able to have some that maybe, you know, different ways to show them off. Maybe taxidermy is an option, or maybe it's 3D print. I just think there's lots of ways we can have a lot of fun with this. And I do know that these are all the sorts of questions that our devs are faced with, that our designers specifically are faced with, and what the best look is, but also tying that in with our current systems and what would work best. That's why those things take an awfully long time. Plus, it's a need to get it right. And there's a lot of things we feel that we need to bring to the game. I love seeing that. I'm just gonna be straight, that glow, that it feels meaningful. All right, there we go. UI scaling. There is some, definitely, we're always looking for what the community would like for quality of life updates, and, you know, like specific ideas and such, because, like, I can tell you guys, most of the ideas I see through the community have already been talked about from the devs, because you got to remember, these people are living and breathing this. They have become fishing experts without choice. So they do come up with a lot of stuff. But where I find the real value is you guys give your feedback on what you want. That is what's most important. It's not necessarily how do we do this, because, you know, I mean, anyone could go and hit Google and see how things are done. It's how would it best be received. That's why Discord has just been such an absolute blessing for the development of our game, with the approach that we've taken and trying to involve everybody. That, you know, the Angler Player Council, it's some incredible guys and gals that give their time for feedback and trying things out. It's really, yeah, it's why we are where we are. I'm throwing it back, Cappy. I'm throwing it all back. I'm looking forward to red, black drum and speckled trout. No matter how long it takes, we definitely could use some scale variations. Notice the water temp changes something drastically in the same location. How much is the water temp going to play with trophy fish? It doesn't. It doesn't at this stage. It's this is why it's so hard to track the water temps. They're currently not affecting anything. Everything is pre-assigned on spawn and areas. You know, yeah. So it's probably something that's going to get fleshed out in the future. So don't forget about it. I just wouldn't give it too much of a look right now. Many have, because it just seems like there should be something there. The systems just aren't in place yet. Building blocks. They're building blocks. We've laid the bottom row of Lego, and we're building around it. But I swear to God, if I step on another piece of Lego, somebody gonna get a beating. Are you a developer of Expansive Worlds? Yes, I'm on the development team, but I am the community manager. I work with our developers. We're a very tight-knit team. You know, as a community manager, I'm out on the front lines, baby. I'm in the trenches with all of you. We take a lot of your feedback directly to them. We're actually out there playing the game as well and giving them feedback. I am a fisherman in real life, so there's sanity checks there. The Angler is a newer game in our company. I've long been entrenched in the ways of the hunter, so it's been a lot of fun getting in with the Angler, growing a community, watching that community grow, getting to know all the folks, watching the game grow. Yeah. But yes, I am officially with Expansive Worlds. I started as a creator. That may be where your confusion comes from. I started as a creator, JaxyBeard. You can find me on Twitch and YouTube. I do try to stream, but my job keeps me busy, and because I work with community, it comes first. I am streaming today, but I will be jumping onto the Hunter after this, as I'm trying to accomplish something. My pleasure, Azir. My pleasure. If developers aren't the soldiers in the trenches, Jaxy's the war correspondent. I'm the freaking infantry is what I am. Can we just appreciate how far this game has come? It would be interesting comparing the game now versus when it was released. 100%. Go look at the water back then. Look at the modeling, the AI. There's so much that has come. I appreciate comments like that, Big Rick. Thank you. Florida is so needed saltwater and freshwater, coastal inshore fishing in the mangroves with open bays. Culligan man, we are on the same page. I often get asked by the team, where do I want to go? I have two answers. Oh, here we go. Hit me. Oh, that's not me. Someone's pulling in. Damn it, I thought that you're teasing me. We got this. Don't cross the lines. There's two big asks that I have. My first ask is that it's a Florida map. I want to be able to pull in marlin. I want to strap into a chair and sit there for hours and pull in the biggest behemoth I've ever seen in a digital format. I want to go bluefin fishing. I want deep water fishing. And I think that Florida should be that location. The other one I like to go to is my homeland, British Columbia. We have some of the most incredible destination fishing here in the world. I worked at a fishing resort when I was younger. Back then it was called the Queen Charlotte Islands, Haida Gwaii. Worked on a fishing vessel. It was a ton of fun. And I would love to incorporate that, but also our inland fishing. Like, you know, we have some incredible lakes and river fishing here. God, if we could get the Fraser River sturgeon in game, my life would be complete. If you've never seen it, Google it. Fraser River sturgeon fishing. There's a reason. Oh, I should probably be reeling. There's a reason they call it the Mighty Fraser. It's just oh. What about sharks? I've done some shark fishing, mud sharks. Actually, then they grew pretty big. Actually, the ones I have a picture of me holding a 5-foot freaking mud shark when I was up in the Queen or up in Haida Gwaii. It was what we would do. There was a whole ecosystem that surrounded the boat. The boat was called the Salmon Seeker. You would have sabers and mackerels. You'd catch one, chop it up, catch the next, chop it up, and then we would bob the head, put them on a big gaff with a big freaking weight, drop it to the bottom, and we'd pull the mud sharks up, man. It was incredible. It was like, that was a hell of a fight. I think that could definitely have a place in game, right? I do. I think actually they put up an incredible fight. And for me, that's what the angler does right. It's that fight. It's those individual fights. When you get a big fish on a weak line, oh my goodness. Like the first time I ever caught Larry, man, she didn't know what hit her. Because it took so bloody long. It took me like 45 minutes to pull her in that first time. I was underweight gear. And you know, back then everybody was trying to go overweight. I find the joys in using a lighter setup. Because then you get that fish on and you really gotta handle it, right? It's a lot of fun. So I think mud sharks sound pretty dang cool, man. Oh, the gear challenges on Spain are epic. Yeah, absolutely, Caitlin. Good luck. Canadian map, legendary muskie. That would be cool. That would be cool. See, I'd really want ocean fishing. Some of my favorite halibut. That's probably the best fishing experience I had. And I didn't even catch a monster, man. My biggest halibut was a 63 pounder, which, you know, I was quite young. I think I was like 16 at the time. It took me forever to reel in. But the springs, man, going out into the chuck and fishing for springs is incredible. It needs to make it in game. At Steelhead, any chance we get a gear challenge as part of daily challenges? That's a good ask. That's a good ask. We're mixing systems, though, at that point. I would imagine there would be some constraints for us to make that happen. We'd have to see, actually. I probably shouldn't be casting upriver. I should be casting down, but, you know, it's working. That's interesting. Do I know anything about the next update coming to the Hunter Call of the Wild? I know everything about the next update coming to the Hunter Call of the Wild. I prefer underweight fishing, makes it so challenging. Yeah, totally, Ropey. I'm right with you, my man. Yeah, I would have that would have been a good one for yesterday, but I still couldn't have answered more than what Hosen said. Soon, TM. We are actually getting really close. It's reiterating again, the temps don't matter. Yeah, no, unfortunately, still. Pooch, what's up, brother? Good to see you, my man. How goes it, brother? Did I miss any big news? No big news to share this week. We're just out having a good time fishing, enjoying ourselves. Let's give her a toss this way. Pretty busy around here. Everyone's taking my fish. They can't take my fish. Ooh, nice gold, Lacey. Nice, nice. Look at you, all color coordinated. You're looking the part. All right, let's get that rolling. But no big news to share this week, other than to tell you we are getting close to some big news. It's favorite time of year, most exhausting time of year. Which is a quality problem. We have a very enthusiastic community, a very excited community, especially around these times. And my DMs, I don't have the ability to keep up with them. If you're one of the many who have messaged me and I haven't gotten back, it's nothing personal. Your best bet's to tag me in Discord, right? It's tough. It's tough because I've learned from trying to reply to my DMs. That opens a whole other conversation. Next thing you know, you got 100+ conversations going. Even more than that, you just can't keep up. It's yeah. So I do apologize. I tried, man. I tried. Best bet's just tag me. Tag me in conversations in Discord. Just the pH levels, Pooch. Yeah. Yeah, we adjust the pH levels. The fish are going to come up another 2 feet today at precisely 4 p.m. when the temperature doesn't matter. Yeah. No, but for real, as he said, temps, they just don't matter. At this point, they will at some point, I would say. It's a system that's being set up for the long term, right? Which is why it got so much attention. People noticed it and are like, hey, this looks important. A gear challenge, it could be to use the Cerner rod on line to catch a 5-pounder. Yeah, give her a shot. Give her a shot. What I like to do is I like to find out what, what the diamonds are for the species I'm targeting and just go a little under. Don't go for the weight that's recommended. Go for a little under on the line and see how you do. Really, it comes down to the line, right? Because it's your line snapping. And your rod's really not going to have that big of an issue. Welcome back, CJO. Steak. We're talking steak. Damn time travelers in different time zones making me hungry at 9:30 in the morning. No, fair play. I would do the same. What about rod and reel camo customizations? Interesting, like being able to customize your gear specifically, like put a wrap on your rod, kind of like the cosmetic customizations in the Hunter. Is that what you're saying? That'd be kind of cool. I mean, our devs may consider that. They'd have to, finagle a little magic, but we've seen that can be done. I don't know how easy it would be to implement something like that, but we have the technology. That'd be pretty cool. That would give us the ability to customize just that little extra. And let's face it, we all like being unique. We all like having that something that other person doesn't have. And we like seeing what they have, what we don't have, and oh, that's a good idea. I should try that. That's a good one, actually. Do I also play Angler off stream? Nitrogen, I haven't had time to play much off stream in a while. I used to bounce between my 2 dev accounts and my live account, my own personal account. I play on my personal account during the streams. That's about the only time on stream or that I play my personal account. It's fun to make that progress together, albeit it's a bit slow because my intention on doing that was to do so in my own streams, but it's hard to find the time to do so. Not getting a lot of luck here now. Had a bite actually in a little bit. Zachary, what's happening? What game is the big news? What are we referring? The views on this map are amazing. They really are, MD. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, big time, man. Yeah, something about it. It's I love Golden Ridge Reserve. I really do. It'll always be one of my top maps. No matter how many come to the game. Just something about the flow on it. But yeah, rod wraps would be cool. I like that. Maybe pop a mechanic instead of cut line button. Does anyone use the cut line option? The cut line for sorry, you mean a quick retrieve? It's not. It hasn't been called cut line for a while, right? The quick retrieve. I use it occasionally if I'm trying to quickly retrieve it, but is that what you're referring? Nice, Jabba. Welcome, brother. Welcome. We found the design, paint colors for our boats and jeeps. Oh wow! So like to actually do it yourself. That's maybe a stretch because that would require a whole user interface. That would be a big one. That would be cool. Hey, that would be pretty good too. Good morning, Darth Gold. Good to see you, brother. Welcome, my man. Jaxy, some mention to me about a night light on the tip of the rod when bottom fishing at night. Such a nice touch. That would be pretty cool. A night light. Can't say I've ever seen that, although I also haven't been fishing at night. That could be cool. Interesting. Put that into the Discord. Put that into suggestions. I don't think I've seen that one brought up yet. Oh, I'm not really. Oh, jeez. He said there could be stuff coming. I'm just curious. Is it both games? We actually have a lot of coming for both games. Yeah, we do. Both. So close to each other, too. Yeah, it's going to be a little wild. It's like a glow-in-the-dark strip, so you can see the tip of the rod. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that. Is it my imagination? Is there a sound tone when you hook a diamond? It's any fish. When you hook any fish, there's like a little, very low-key music that plays. It's more of like it's just rhythmic, you know? What's funny is I never picked up on it until, well, it was a number of months back now, but I'd already been playing the game for well over a year since release. I was like, whoa, what is this? Blew my mind, actually. It really did. So, Yuzo's on Florida with night fishing. Nice. I'll have to check that out. Like I say, I don't get into much night fishing here, so it's not something that's ever caught my radar. That's pretty cool. Oh, here we go. There's a cutthroat. It's a brook trout. Thought it was a cutthroat at first, but it's a gold. I'll take it, baby. Take it till we break it. Hadouken. I am Darth Gold. I am. Yes. I had to blot out a spot. Because ideally I want to be going 3 or 4 times a week. It just, quite frankly, I put community first, because that's that's the thing. So, but I work with a really good team that are very understanding. So for now, I'm doing Wednesdays. I'm committing to Wednesdays, and I'm going to try and work Tuesday into the mix, but Tuesdays are notoriously nutty for me. You know, on top of the Hunter stream, I have a lot of things going on, and there's always planning, and then I have actually there's a number of creators that always seem to want to do something on Tuesdays, of all days. It's tough. It's tough. It really is. And Tuesday was typically always the day that I streamed on my own channel too. So we'll see. We'll see what we can make happen. But for now, yeah, Wednesday today after the stream, probably about a half hour or so after, I'll be. You've never heard it? Oh yeah, you just turn it up. Next time you hook a fish, turn your volume right up and really listen for it. It's just this melodic little humming that kind of happens. We used to use lights under the rails of our boat so we didn't get run over. Oh, well, you're supposed to have, marker lights on your boat, right? The green and red on the front and green on the stern. That's very much a thing. Oh, man. Didn't I say last year I was going to dye my beard? It's been a conversation. I'm not a guy to do that kind of thing. Although I admit, when I was 19, 20, I used to frost the bloody hair and stuff. But, I don't know. Do I just own it? Kind of want to darken it back in. How it looked for so many years. I had this very distinct, it was dark on the sides. I had the salt pepper thing going. Then my wife wants me to do it. I don't know. I'm that guy that I feel weird taking a hairdryer to my beard. You get used to it. So I don't know. That's when that came in. Why are we talking about this? I really want Spincaster reels like Zabco's in the game. That would be cool, David. That would be cool. I'd love to see some licensed sponsored stuff in both of our games, man. We need frosted tip Jaxy for so. Damn it, Wilson. Oh man, leave it as is. Grow old gracefully. Did you just call me old, AC? Man, there is a point in time in your life where you realize I have always felt young until just recently my daughter made me feel old. I legit felt old having an argument with her. She's like, you just don't understand this generation. I think she's right. And I felt so bloody old, because I keep up on music. I mean, I'm very young at heart. I play a lot of games. I got friends of all ages. But then, it takes your kid to really make you feel old. I'm not bitter. Much. Alpine Gaming, what's up, brother? Been having a blast fishing? Yeah, you've been doing work, dude. You've been doing work. Young, but I feel old. I only feel old. Oh, there's that. Oh, yeah. Come on, you all do it. You got an itchy back. Just because I'm live doesn't mean I don't have itchy or just... Bit of a mood today. Apologies. You know, yeah. I've just always felt young. The only time I feel old is I hurt my back. So I do things that I've just always been able to do, and then the back goes, nah, and then you get laid up. That's when I feel old. It's terrible. Terrible state of affairs. It's not my daughter that makes me feel old, it's my back and knees. Well, large part of the reason why my back and knees feel old is from throwing my kids around. Never had Jaxy down as a Swiftie. What? What? Are you really, Amy? You're 168? That is a flex right there, and a well-deserved flex. Holy. Big rig, I'm old. Put me in the home. I had a buddy who used to say he was old as dirt. It stuck with me. Old as realized in the 1980s were 40 years ago. That's what Doyce, why you gotta do such a thing? Don't do that to me, my friend. Good to see you. It's okay, Lindsay. Old, you want old? How about taking your kids to the museum and seeing the gaming console you first started gaming on behind the glass and exhibit? No, Razor. Which you're gonna really make me feel old here. I'm gonna date myself. The very first system I ever played on, my old man had an Intellivision. If you know what that is, yeah, you're old. Yeah, I had an Intellivision 1 and 2. I had a Commodore 64. I never had an Atari or a ColecoVision. My buddies had those. See, we doubled down. I kept a hold of the Intellivision. My buddy Chris had the Atari. My buddy John had the Coleco. Anyway, the best of all worlds. I even had buddies that had the, what was it called? The Texas Instruments one. Like, we're going back to freaking Pong days here. Look at the rainbow. One of the prettiest fish on this reserve. You have an IBM 8088. No, I had a Commodore 64. Not the VIC-20, mind you. They were like the first personal gaming computers. That was before the Amigo, which was the IBM release that put a lot of PCs in people's homes. Back in the day with the 33 megahertz processors. Onboard graphics. I used to go to my buddy's house. We play like Leisure Suit Larry, King's Quest, Police Quest. His dad worked at, his dad actually was pretty cool. He designed a whole traffic system at the airport. And so he's really big into flight sims. He had one of the first yokes I ever saw. Microsoft Flight Simulator back then was these terrible pixelated lines to depict your instruments in the horizon. Oh, but it was so cool. Okay, where was it? Commodore 64, 1541 disk drive? Yes, sir! Sorry, Sock. Oh my god. You're all old! You're all old! Not like me, I'm not old, you are. Oh, I'm really old. I totally get it. Yeah. ZX81. Do you guys remember the, oh my goodness, what was it called? The Vectrix? It was so cool. It was a little, like, game cabinet, you know, like when you dumped them in, but it was mini, and you had overlays that you put on it. Man. The Tandy 1000. VIC-20 was your first MD. Good old Oregon Trail. I remember my buddy had an Apple II, and we were so made up. We were always over there playing Dig Dug, Joust. Ashley Huds, what's crack? Oh, I said, oh, you said how to jump. Sorry. Classic Tackle Pack seems like it needs a little more mastery than other rods and reels. It should all be on the same scale. Should be, but it's a good question. A Sega Genesis. I remember when the Jaga. Sega. Oh my god, you guys are getting to me here. Sega Genesis when it came out, man. That was something else. I was always a Nintendo guy, but my buddies had the Sega, so it was literally Sonic versus Mario. You know, what do we want to play today? Where are we gonna go? I've owned almost all the gaming systems. Where I started to fall off, okay, was actually when the handhelds came out. You know, I never had a 3DS or any of those. That was kind of where I stopped buying all the systems. Not for any real particular reason. I actually love my current handheld is an Asus ROG Ally. And I'll tell you right now, no disrespect to our Steam Deck users. I think any handheld's a great option. But in my opinion, it leads the class. It's got the most powerful processor. And I notice it. It plays everything. I have yet to have a single game that it won't play. The beautiful thing is I can go onto any platform. I'm not just bound to one. It integrates directly with Xbox Live, or with Xbox Game Pass. And I have the Ultimate. I just have a ton of freaking games I go through. I love it. Plays the Angler like a champ. I was playing it on the plane. On the way back, on the way there, I hadn't opened it yet on there. So it hadn't synced with the cloud, and it wanted to start me at level 1. I went, nah-uh. Nah-uh. But very freaking cool, man. PC gaming, pretty cheap. Just saying, put it on your big screen. It's like having a console. How old am I? I'm 21 plus shipping and handling. I don't like to put it out there. I'll tell you I'm in my 40s. That's all I'll say. I'm an old dog that knows a lot of young tricks, which is really too bad for my kids, honestly. Straight up. Because I'm up on all the, like, I'm fully entrenched on all technology and what games my son can and cannot play. He hates that. Gotta know all the artists. I'm not your typical dad. I try to be more a kid. Rainbow Trout, yeah, that's all right. We'll take it. It's still credits. It's nice to see something getting on my dang line. I had more luck throwing this. Whoa, there's a story there. There really is. I had more luck throwing out this way. I'm going to go back over here for a minute. I'm not trying to turn away from you incredible folks. Oh God, Oregon Trail used to crack me up, man. It was really good though. You know, and I'll never forget when Ultima first came out. That changed my world. Dungeons and Dragons on the Intellivision was the first dungeon crawler. It was really cheesy graphics, but they did it in 3D stuff. Oh, it was just awesome. Shipping and handling is a lot in Canada. Only if it's coming from the States. Shipping within Canada is not bad. Do you know, I never got into Perfect Dark on the N64. I did when the Xbox 360 came out. It was a big release right at launch. It was awesome. Welcome, Mr. Schrader. How you doing, brother? We're being nostalgic right now, talking about old gaming consoles and systems and what everybody got started on, right? Joust was awesome, MD. I had so much fun with that. Original Game Boy, then the upgraded Game Boy Color. Fair. Alpine. Hey, it's genetics. It's genetics. The beard going all white or going all gray or what. You know, I know folks that are in their 70s and still have a jet black head of hair. How does that happen? You know, my am I getting a little? I am. Hey. There. I can just see that coming through. Oh, but now it comes through down there. All right, so there'll be a happy medium here. It's because it just got dark outside. Okay, we'll have to go with that. I'll try not to get the forehead stuff. I have the worst time with lighting here these days. Oh, I should be reeling. We need more bait choices. Give it time. Give it time. I agree. What other fishing games do you like? I've played a lot of Fishing Planet. I actually really liked when they came out with the Fisherman Fishing Planet, because I didn't like pay structure. I have a very weak will when it comes to things I want. I typically just buy them. You should see my Hunter Classic account. I got into Russian fishing for a bit. I did something about it didn't quite grab me. I put a lot of time into what was it called? Fishing Tour. I'm sponsored by them back in the day, but I had a lot of fun with that. They had boss fish. It was kind of cool. Hey, there's a nice cutthroat. We'll take it. But, you know, Fishing Planet's where I probably put the most of my time for a fishing game. They never held me because there was never a purpose beyond the levels. That's something I like that our team has tried to structure towards that. And I know there's more stuff to come. There's more plans, so we'll see how it fleshes out in the future. But yeah, it's a tough one. Keep reeling, don't give up. I know, Ferris, I'm trying, man. I'm distracted by chat. I really enjoyed that conversation. I gotta be honest. Want to take a trip back? Atari and Pong. I actually had the standalone Pong unit that you just hook up to TVs. Remember the prongs? Remember how you... I'll never forget, my old man taught me when I was real young. Get in there with a screwdriver, loosen them off, put your little prongs in. It was a little switcher box between TV and game. Anywhere you went, you had to put that on. And then once he taught me, he would never touch it again. Bubble Bobble. Oh my God, I love Bubble Bobble. I loved it. There was a game. No one's even going to know it. It was called Enlightenment. Enlightenment. Dum, dum. It was on Commodore. I used to love it. There was a lot of games on Commodore I love. What was that? That helicopter one. It was a helicopter platformer. Choplifter. Choplifter. Loved it. But there was a lot of good games. A lot of good games ahead of their time back then. Oh yeah, for those that didn't know, back in the day we had to blow inside our games in order to get them to work. We're going further back than that, okay? Those were cartridges. Those were cartridges. I used to rent, back before we owned one, I used to rent the Nintendo. We used to go around to the video store, we'd rent the Nintendo, we'd rent games with it, like Contra, and oh my God, we would just lose so much time to it. Yeah, but yeah, you had to blow in those cartridges. What up, Fishing Boy? Welcome. Making sure I'm not bleeding. There we go. Yeah, we're all right. My brother loves CRT TVs and retro gaming. I've still got a couple old. Well, I've got an old monitor, old CRT monitor too, kicking around. The color's really good on them, man. Duck Hunt was awesome. Man, you guys, we could talk about this forever, and I might continue the conversation going. I will be lighting my own stream up here in the not too distant future. Probably about a half hour to an hour's time. I just have a couple things I need to make sure I've sorted before I can go live, and then I'll come back to it afterwards. But that's it. We're out of time, man. These streams go way too freaking fast. And if you'd have enjoyed the streams, if you want to take part and come and join us in future weeks, make sure that you've hit the like, you've hit the subscribe, you've hit the follow. You do it with two heads if you gotta. Come and join us in the Discord community. It's just such an incredible place to meet more anglers, more like-minded folks like yourself. Get involved. We have some very fun stuff and busy times ahead of us. So every Tuesday we're out here for a hunt. Every Wednesday we're out here for a fish. Hope to see you guys again real soon. Big shout out to everybody who came and found us today. Let me just go ahead and reel. Oh, it looks like I may be getting a bite, but I'm going to reel it in. Here's my quick reel. Who stuck it out? We got Cappy, Razor, Tony from DoorDash. Did we lose everyone else? 5 kilometers. The rest of you are dead to me. I'm kidding. Thank you all. Thank you so very much. Love these streams. I missed you guys during our break. I'm glad we're back at it. I'm bad we're glad at it. Yeah, words are hard. I'd hope to see you guys again real soon. Until then, much love from your bearded brother and everybody on the Expansive Worlds team. Oh, Cubert was amazing. Frogger. Remember Frogger? Pitfall. Don't even get me going here. This is too much. I can't even handle it. That's it. That's it. Retro it is.